house.
Minji.
Not a girl.
Red Andes, censored. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Andes, Santa. It's a Father Christmas.
You need to blow that.
Father Christmas is on. Hello, everybody. So it's the nearly end of our day to quarantine. So Daddy Tim just thinking about teaching us geometry. How exciting!
And by mean us.
So we'll see if we learn something.
Bye.
Come around the other side of Ariana.
Bye.
Well, I want to sit here so that I can see.
Okay, all right. So, Euclid, in about 200 BC.
Warning, this is going to be long.
About 100 BC.
Set out to build a thought building. Instead of physical building, a building of thoughts, where all the thoughts connected everything together in geometry, and you could do all sorts of amazing things with this geometry and work out without having to measure things. To the point where somebody, 400 years later, worked out how big the Earth was without ever being able to walk around the Earth
And
because
measure it.
And measure it. Yeah? So this is a thought building. Now, to have a thought building, what's the first thing in a building? What's the
Floor.
first? Before the floor?
Windows.
Before the floor?
Ground.
No, you've got to put something
Idea.
into the ground or on the ground.
Into the
You
ground.
build your
Structure.
foundations.
Foundation.
You dig into the earth and you put down a structure of concrete or brick, or you drill holes in and you put posts in, right? So he started by saying, well, for this thought building, I need really strong foundations. Right? And what he used for his foundations was, he says, I'm going to set out some definitions and some ideas with which you have to agree. If you don't agree, well then, this is no good, right? We all have to agree on those things.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So the first thing he says is, what is a point? Tell me what a point is.
A point.
A point.
Define. Give me a definition of what a point is.
A dot.
A little filled up
No dimension.
No dimension. It has
Yes!
no size.
See how smart I am?
See, no size. Now why? Why has a dot, a point, sorry, not a dot. Why has a point got no size? Why does that have to be?
Well, otherwise it won't be a dot.
Well, is that a dot?
Well, I mean,
Yes.
Yeah. So what's wrong with saying it's got size?
Well,
Because it's what's the point of saying
Well,
there's no size?
you can say, yeah, that's got size. I can see it. It's got size.
Yeah, but you can
yes.
make it smaller than that.
Okay, I can make it smaller than that. Yes, there you are.
Oh, you can make bigger than that.
Yes,
Okay.
you can.
I can make it even. Yeah. The point is, even that little point, if you look at it closely, has a point on either side.
Yeah.
Okay. So as long as it's got any size, it's actually at least 2 points. You agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So a point has no dimensions, just position. Yeah. We agree?
Visual.
Okay. Now the next one is a line has no width.
Well,
Yes.
So here we go. Here's a line. Now,
yeah, but like,
let's draw a nice big line that's easy to see. Yeah, here we go. Now there's your line. Yeah. Has it got any width?
no. Well, I mean, there's just lines on top of lines.
Well, I'm trying to
Lines.
make one big line. Right? Has it got any width? that
No.
line? Well, what about from there to there?
No.
Well, it does.
What about from there? And
No,
there?
sweetheart, you make it plenty of lines.
Oh no, I'm saying I've got a big, nice, big, fat line that we can all see.
Yeah.
But because of that, there is a line on that side of the line and a line on that side. It's
Yeah.
not one line.
Yeah.
As
Yep.
you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
So his second definition is a line has no width.
Yeah.
Okay. His third one is the ends of a line. Now, in modern talk, in geometry, we'd call that a line segment. Yeah? Okay. In,
Blue ribbon.
okay, he says the ends of a line segment are points. Is that right?
Yeah.
You sure?
No.
Why not?
It's continuous.
You're saying the line could go on. Well,
Yeah.
he has another thing later where he says a line can be extended to any finite distance, any distance going either way,
Yeah.
which covers your thing. But we're talking about a segment, a line with ends.
All lines have ends.
And no, what do they?
Ends with a dot.
Yeah.
A point.
Like,
Well, what if I had, we'll come back to that. But we agreed that a line with ends has had points at the end. There are points at each end.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So a straight line has points at each end. Now, when we're talking about that, we want to talk about a line. Then we call this here.
Does it start with a point? The line?
It starts with a point and
Yeah.
finishes with a point. And we can call that point A and that point B, and then we've got a line from A
to B. What about C?
Well, there's
Can
another
do
thing
that one
we can
too.
do that too. We can put a point there, and then suddenly, Anna, we've got what?
A, B, C, D.
point A, point B, point C.
And what is that? What's that?
Triangle.
Triangle. So
Well,
we write the line AB or the triangle
A, B, C.
Yeah, that's how we
And
call
then
it. That
Or a
remains.
line
The D would
CB
be
or
a
a line
A
CA
square.
or a line
Hmm?
CAB.
ABD can give you a square.
Square.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Right. Now, he then extends this and says, well, you can, if you have any line, you can go further.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what Mum said before.
Yeah, okay, right, good. Okay,
Continuous.
we're in agreement with that. Okay. And then he says, now he comes to define lines. He says there are curved lines and there are straight lines. And he says
Zigzag.
the difference is that all the points along this line lie evenly between the two. They don't go way off to the sides.
They just
Yeah.
go like,
Yeah. Now, another famous geometer, Archimedes, later on came and he redefined the line in a way which was a bit more useful. He said a straight line is the shortest distance between 2 points. What about that one?
What is that? Explain further.
Well, if I'm going from A to B, which is going to be the quickest distance? That distance, that distance, or that distance?
well, I mean,
Straight
that's
A
good.
straight line. So, yeah? So the straight line is the shortest distance between 2 points. Yeah. Okay.
That's where the open is right.
Now,
Go to the phone.
oh, no. You are
It's
naughty.
that.
So, now, I'm just giving you some examples. There are lots of these. We're not going to do them all.
How did Mummy manage to pass geometry in her
So,
high school?
if you have a straight line, and you have another line standing on that line, straight line I'm talking about, sorry, I should have said it's a straight line, okay.
Equals Jesus.
The angle here, and the angle here,
It's a right angle.
if those two angles are the same, this will be a right angle. They will both be right angles.
Well,
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying if the angles are equal, they have to be right angles. Yeah. Why? What do you think about that one?
So
They have
right.
the same measurement,
Mm-hmm.
and they're straight line.
Yeah. Well, now what if they were less?
What less?
Well,
A acute angle.
if we made them to an acute angle like that,
Oh.
and we had the other one the same there,
Oh.
Is that a
what
bird?
would be the problem?
The problem, they're not aligned.
That's not a straight line anymore,
No.
is it?
No.
Okay.
No, because it's an acute angle.
Yeah. Okay. And if
Very
it
good
was
with
the
that.
other way around, if they were obtuse
Obtuse?
angles,
Acute.
this would stop being a straight line.
Yes.
They would
So
turn
we're all
into.
to agree with that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the
Okay.
last one that we're going to do, you know what a plane is? It's a flat
Yeah,
surface.
this
Flat
one.
surface, okay. So now, he then defines a circle. He says a circle is a plane figure, a plane shape, it's in a plane,
Right.
in where all of the points on that circle
Yeah.
are the same distance from one point.
Yep.
So any point on this circle is the same distance from what point, Anna? Where would the point have to be for that point and that point to be the same distance from?
Oh.
The middle.
The middle.
It'll be a right angle.
That's
The
right.
It'll take like
circle.
quarter off the
It's
top.
circle.
So
Right
every
angle.
point on that circle is the same distance from here, and that point is
Is a
the
circle.
centre. No?
Just
And
like me.
that is the beginning of his foundations that we all agree on.
Yep.
Now those foundations stood for 2,000 years until some very clever mathematicians started to niggle away and think of things that goes way around it, like Einstein and things, but it doesn't apply to our ordinary understandings of the world.
Yeah.
Man, right. So, and what happened was when the American founding fathers came to write their constitution, they did the same thing. They said, copying almost the wording of in, we hold these things to be unassailable, unquestionable truths, that all men are born equal.
What does that mean?
Yes.
And that is the basis of the American Constitution.
Why
on which
men?
all the
Some,
laws.
if all the men's born equal, why is it some got big one and one small?
When you edit this, you are gonna laugh your head. You better put that in.
Sit down.
You better put that in.
Okay, so that's our geography lesson for today. Was that
Are
fun?
you sure that was a lesson?
Was that good?
Are you sure that was a
It
lesson?
was.
Are you sure that was a... I'm out.
I'm a good student, aren't I?
How did you manage geometry in your high school?